So you put a home under contract, you're planning your move, you just got through the inspection period, you have 15 days before you're supposed to close the transaction, and your appraisal comes in. Everyone's shocked when it comes in below your purchase price. Now what? What are your options? Hi, my name is Michael Smith. I'm a real estate agent in the greater Scottsdale, Phoenix area, including Paradise Valley and many of the suburbs. Today I want to talk about your options if your appraisal comes in for less than the purchase price. Let's use $500,000 as an example for round numbers. The thing about the appraisal is it doesn't come until later in the transaction. So you opened escrow, you went through your inspection period, you agreed with the seller, you went through that process, which can be very stressful. Now in the meantime, you're planning your move. Remember, the seller's planning their move too. You've contacted your moving company, you probably have some kind of a deposit put down, you just paid $500 to $600 for a home inspection, and you just spent between $500 and $1,000 on an appraisal, depending on the purchase price or the size of the home. You're really excited about the move, and now all of a sudden, you have to come up with more money to purchase this property, or at least it didn't appraise for what you were willing to pay on the purchase contract. So what are your options? Well, your number one option is talk to your agent, go back to the seller, and ask them if they will reduce the purchase price to meet the appraisal. If they don't want to do that, then you have to look at your other options. Hopefully they will look at their circumstances, your circumstances, the timelines, and realize that this may be what the home is really worth. But if they're not willing to do that, and in this market, they have a lot of other buyers interested in their home, they may be firm on their answer. So number two, your option is to put down extra money, the extra $20,000 in this situation, to make up the difference. So if you have an extra $20,000 available and you really want the home, and the seller's not willing to negotiate with you, your option is to do that. Now at this point in the contract, the seller can't cancel on you. The ball's in your court. It's your appraisal, it didn't appraise, you agreed to the purchase price that you wrote on the contract, but now the bank, your bank, is not willing to lend you the money. So the responsibility is somewhat on your shoulders and it's very stressful. So your next option is to talk to your agent and see if you can dispute the appraisal. The problem with this is it's very rare, very difficult, often timely, and chances are it's not going to work. That's really a bad situation, and for many people, I wouldn't even say that's an option. So at this point, because time is of the essence and the appraisal doesn't come until later in the process, everybody's stressed out, your other option is to just go ahead and cancel the contract. Now, if you cancel the contract at this point, you'll get your earnest money back, but the money that you're probably going to lose, and I know you're going to lose for sure, is your inspection money, whatever you paid for the home inspection, whatever you paid for the appraisal, and whatever you paid for the moving company and any other expenses that you incurred while you were trying to buy this property. So it's very frustrating at this point. Now, hopefully your agent can go to the seller's agent and let them know of the discomfort that they're going to go through. They're going to have to put the home back on the market. They're going to have to cancel their move. You know, it's going to affect them a lot, just like it's affecting you. So your best bet is to try to work something out with them. Now, in the seller's market that we're currently in, many buyers are willing to waive the appraisal contingency. I'm not going to go into depth on that in this video, and it's not something that I really like doing because it's very risky, but many people are waiving the appraisal contingency in the purchase contract. And what that means is they're willing to buy the property without it being subject to whatever the appraised value comes in. Now the problem is when the appraised value comes in extremely low in comparison to the purchase price. At that point in the transaction, the people that waive the appraisal contingency are still going to have to go through with it. And that's really, not right for everybody. So the fact that your appraisal came in on this particular circumstance $20,000 less, and you have the $20,000, and you're planning on staying in the home for 5 to 10, 15 years, maybe it's not as much of a painful experience as it might be if you were in another situation where it came in $100,000 light. At that point, you probably would walk away from the contract and start over. One thing about this situation is it's very difficult right now because of the high demand of the buyers and the low inventory of the homes. I hope these tips help a little bit. And if you get in these situations, you really need a good realtor that's able to negotiate. They can see both sides of it. They can help the other agent and do a lot of good negotiations on your behalf. Making the right decision in this market is always important, and I'm here to try to help. Take a look at our other videos on our channel. Please hit the like button on our video. Comment down below. We'll have more information in the description. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 602-363-0470. Again, we're just doing these videos because we want to have the opportunity to earn your real estate business. Watch some of our other videos, subscribe to our channel because we put new ones out every week, and thanks for watching. Our next video will be available if you click the link right up here. Thanks again.